In the book, you mentioned regulatory regime changes and their impact. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So since the financial crisis, we've basically just seen a real wave of financial regulation coming out of the US, coming out of Europe, less so from Asia, but still there. And I think it's been a struggle for everybody in the industry to kind of wrap their heads around it as quickly as possible. I mean, when you think about mutual funds have been regulated for a long time. They also had a number of years, though, to sort of phase it in. They didn't sort of just go, okay, we had this crisis, now,
boom,
figure it out. So I think, we're kind of now sort of in that more even path where some of the harder implementations have kind of started to happen, and a few things have been working for a few years now, and people are just kind of getting used to it. So despite all of the whining that was initially happening, and the very real expense, it's kind of evening out a little bit now. But yeah, I mean, I think it hits really every aspect of the industry. I think the amount of information that banks and funds now have to keep on their investors for tax purposes, for the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, is kind of surprising. I think it's going to be surprising to new investors when they realize exactly how much information they need to provide. Just the amount of information that funds had to start tracking across all aspects of the organization for reporting purposes was a big culture shift, because you often had guys running, I was doing this is my book, so here's this Excel spreadsheet about my day-to-day stuff. I have no idea what's going on the bond desk. I don't trade bonds, And, so there's more of a push to take a comprehensive view. But I do think that's a benefit to investors and to regulators in terms of just being able to get a better understanding of what's going on. I mean, you might not understand all of it, but to have the information there at least allows for you to be able to start to digest it.